What's up everybody, it's Nintendo, and I am very late to the news. Once again, I do have work, but we have a lot to go over today. I'm going to be very brief on it because I am going on a trip this weekend, so there won't be any new videos for, I would say, a few days. So I'm just going to put everything in this video and just tell you guys everything that we learned in the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer. So let's dive into it. But before we do, let's dive into our comment of the day. And the question of the day goes to Flammer, who says that, well, they're excited for both. But we're going to dive into the trailer now, and I will say that this is probably the most, I would say, underwhelming trailer, but it did give us a lot of stuff to talk about. I am very confused because this is basically the game's overview trailer. And I don't know if you guys follow most, if not any, video game promotional cycle, but usually overview trailers happen, I would say, around the end of the promotional cycle, like usually a week or two before the game actually launches. But in this game's case, they're doing it a month before the game launches. This honestly, once again, feels like something that should have been, I don't know, the first or second week of November type trailer that goes over everything we've learned up until this point, because the majority of this trailer is quite literally just them reiterating news that they've told us like throughout 3 trailers already. So I am very confused as to why they would choose to dish this trailer out instead of reveal a like new Pokemon or 3 and show us a new character or something, because I feel like a lot of people would be more, you know, sold on that rather than a overview trailer, because let's face it, overview trailers can get very boring very quick. But they did show some new Pokemon and some new things here, so let's dive into that. The trailer first starts off with, of course, us as the player in the Paldea region. It goes to show us some terrestrialization, us fighting a Lechonk, and then it shows us a Jigglypuff, which I find to be very weird because they show us that some terrestrialized Pokemon are just chilling in the open world of Paldea, and I think that's really cool. However, the Jigglypuff does make me a bit nervous because when the character approaches it, it's not doing anything. It's kind of just standing there, and I know that to some people that's not a big deal, but for me personally, that does make me nervous. Some other notable things that they bring up is the Let's Go feature, and I think the Let's Go feature is really cool. It's apparently it helps you with crafting in the game, which I find that to be cool, and they show us that crafting can be used for the TMs in this game, which are back to being single use, which I'm sure some people aren't a big fan of that. I personally don't care, but you can craft TMs in this game, which is really cool. And if you look closely, there are league points, which I think the website says that they're earned throughout all portions of the story, not just the Pokemon League, which I find to be very intriguing. So yeah, they also show us more of Starfall Street. They once again show the Team Stargrunts and Mela and the mysterious engine Pokemon that they once again have chosen not to reveal. And they also show us, if you look very closely in the trailer, they show you a new Pokemon that there's a lot of hidden new Pokemon in this trailer that they just decided not to show in the Japanese trailer. I don't know if this was just an accident on their part, or if the US just deemed it cool to just show a new Pokemon or 2 since they realized that they weren't going to really be showing off. But the big takeaway from the trailer was literally just the hidden Pokemon that they decided not to show. But yeah, there is a new Pokemon here, and it is presumed to be the pre-evolution of Armorogue and Cerulege, because it quite literally looks like a baby Armorogue, I believe, or Cerulege, it both pretty much. But yeah, they show that off and it looks really cute and cool. I don't know if it's going to go on my team, but that is really cool nonetheless. Next, it shows us going through, I believe to be the Path of Legends thing, and one thing I really love about this is that you can see the Titan Pokemon just roaming around the overworld, and you have to, like, you can battle in it. My initial thing with this was that I was just assuming that this was just going to be a just cutscene battle, you know, it's going to be like you see it in a cutscene, like you see it in a wild a cutscene place, but no, you actually find it in the overworld and then a cutscene plays, and then you can see that in the trailer it runs away, so you may have to go on a wild goose chase to find it. But enough about that. I once again, I love that because it gives me Breath of the Wild vibes with the Divine Beast, even though I know it's on a lesser scale. but it does cut to the trainer getting a Girafarig through trade, and then it shows them grinding with it, only for the Girafarig to evolve into Farigiraf. It's a something, but it shows us getting Farigiraf or something like that. I am struggling to pronounce this name. I'm sorry. I'm not good with this type of name play thing, but I do love Farigiraf. Its name is Farigiraf. Farigiraf, there we go. I do love it so much. It's a really cool evolution, and it's really cool. It has two really neat abilities. One being the ability to basically eat berries twice in a battle. I think that is honestly very cool. And then the other ability is Armor Tail, which it says that it's another ability that appearing in the first time. It makes a Pokemon unable to use priority moves, which I believe there is a similar ability to that in Pokemon exist already. But there are a lot of abilities that share the same thing, like Protean and Libero, different names, same ability. This seems to be, I believe, Sinisty's ability. So this is once again a copy, like another copycat ability or something like that, but I think it's really cool. The next up in the trailer, it shows us riding through Artisan, and this is the gym leader portion of the video. It shows us talking to the Mona, but the big takeaway from this part was that we see 3 or 4 brand new Pokemon revealed, and one of those are these little mice Pokemon, which I have friends that they don't really like them. I think they look adorable. I feel like this is going to be a lot of people's profile picture when the game comes out, but I really do like these mouse Pokemon. The next Pokemon they show is this Pompadour bird. A lot of people call it an afro, but if you look closely, that is definitely a Pompadour, and this isn't the official name. I'm calling it Pompakeet because it's a parakeet. It's definitely a parakeet. I'm calling it Pompakeet. It just sounds really funny. And then we get this rock Pokemon that some people don't like it, which I love it because it looks like a Mario power-up. And plus, how can people say this looks weird when we have Pokemon like Rock'n'Rolla, which again, I love Rock'n'Rolla. It's a really unique design, but you can't sit here and say that this rock Pokemon looks awful when we got Pokemon like Rock'n'Rolla that's literally just a rock with a hole in it and it's walking around. So once again, I think these are 3 very well designed Pokemon, and I really wish we got these officially revealed, because Farigiraf being the only new Pokemon revealed in this trailer is extremely underwhelming, because had they not revealed Farigiraf at all, this trailer would have been like probably one of the most hated trailer, because it's literally just them reiterating the exact same information that they've shown us 3 times for 14 minutes. That's not gonna bode well with a lot of people. And the fact that this is the October trailer and not the November trailer, where it feels like it would make a lot more sense. A lot of people are expecting an October themed trailer, like maybe we see a ghost type, reveal the ghost type gym leader, because we know there's a ghost type gym leader. Just reveal a spooky Pokemon. We also know that there's a ghost type dog in the game. So just reveal a bunch of new scary themed Pokemon. Even I remember during Let's Go cycle, they focused for October. It was primarily focused on Lavender Town, and I don't remember if they did anything spooky for Sword and Shield. I believe Sword and Shield was literally just that 24-hour live stream that we won't get into. But I really did like spooky promotional cycles around this time of year. It really gets you in the festive spirit, and I was honestly hoping that they would do that, but they chose not to. So it sucks, but we got a new trailer, and I feel like that's something we should very well take away from it. But they show us battling Brassius, and I can't like let you guys listen to it because I'm not trying to get copyright struck or anything. But the gym leader theme in this game is very good. I was worried because in the initial trailer it was like a awkward cut segment between like the opening segment and like the main melody segment, but they let you listen to the full opening segment of the gym leader theme, and I really like it. It seems like it's going to be dynamic, like I would say Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus themes when it comes to like gym battles and important battles and such like that, which I am again very excited because dynamic music in Pokemon seems to be the new norm, and I am here for it. So next up we have them, I would say, going on to customization options. And one thing that a lot of people haven't picked up on, or a lot of people have picked up on, and some have even told me, we have gender neutral hairstyles now. They're like I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the player character that's getting their hair done and changed is a male, but they have like access to the female haircut options, which I think is really cool because it kind of like eliminates the whole females have more options in terms of clothing type things a lot of people are upset about. You can even give your male character feminine eyes and freckles and dimples and all these new eyeliner and stuff like that. It really makes them look very unique, and it gives me Animal Crossing vibes. You know how with Animal Crossing you were just a blank slate, but you can make yourself look more masculine or more feminine. I believe in this game you will do the, of course, boy and girl thing, but I feel like once you choose a boy character, you can make them look more feminine, and once you choose a female character, you can make them look more masculine. And again, it just eliminates the whole females have more clothing options and males don't, and the bias is right here, and they don't think guys care about, you know, clothing options when they do. And I feel like the fact that we are limited to wearing school uniforms also plays a big factor in it, but I do feel like this feature will be limited to just facial features, not actual clothing. I don't think they're going to let the guys walk around wearing, you know, skirts and stuff like that, because it's Pokemon and they aren't that progressive at the moment. But they do show selfie modes, and at one point they do show a very interesting part of the video where the player character is quite literally standing behind a brand new bug type Pokemon, which if you guys can see in a trailer, he is standing behind a bug type Pokemon, and you can see the antennae or antennas of this bug type Pokemon. And it's not a spider or anything, because spiders don't have antennas. I don't even know where people got that idea from, but it is a very weird looking bug type, but I really do like it. Whatever it is, you have to really slow it down to see it, but it is a brand new bug type Pokemon, and it's really weird looking with the yellow eyes and things like that. So I am here for it. I really wish these were officially revealed rather than being hidden away in the trailer. But I can definitely see why they would do something like this, because it definitely adds this layer of mystery to the game, and it entices you to play the game so you can actually see this Pokemon for yourself. Now, after that, we are shown this picnic option, which is another really weird feature, and one that has me very worried. Not because of the whole making a sandwich thing, that's obviously just another curry feature like from Sword and Shield. It won't really impact the game that much outside of like experience boosts and things like that. The thing I'm mostly worried about is the eggs you can get, because does this mean that we'll have to have a Ditto in our party at all times from a pseudo method? And also, is the egg random? Because if we have like 5 Pokemon that can breed, how will we know what egg we're going to be getting? You know, it makes me very worried that Masuda method in this game is just pretty much gone, and just we won't be able to use it anymore. I hope that there's at least a daycare center and we have options instead of being locked to just the picnic thing. One interesting fact I saw about this part of the game is that the player character has Koraidon, so I don't know if if this player has already beaten the game or if this is just a debug test, because I don't believe you would get Koraidon early in the game. Like, you get him as a ride option, but I highly doubt he'll be like a playable Pokemon in the party, because that would be extremely broken. So definitely I feel like this player character is at a very late part of the game where they already got the legendary and things like that, which I think that's really cool. So they show us making sandwiches and things like that, which is pretty cool, pretty nice. Not really, who cares? The last segment of the trailer they show us is, of course, a co-op option with the Terrestrial raid battles. And they show us fighting a Chansey, a ghost type Chansey, which is very funny to say, but they show us with a ghost type Chansey, and they pretty much just give us a rundown of how battles work and how it's timed. We can all use our moves at different times. It's not like the Sword and Shield raid battles, which I cannot wait. I was playing Sword and Shield like the other day, and I forgot how boring raid battles can be, because you have to wait for somebody to select a turn and all that. So I am very excited for Scarlet and Violet trades. I feel like you have a lot more freedom in this game, and like rather than Sword and Shield, which I feel like any Pokemon game at this point is better than Sword and Shield. So that's pretty much it for the video. Again, I wish we got these Pokemon officially revealed. That's when the question of the day comes in. What Pokemon in this trailer Which Pokemon were you most excited to see? Was it the parakeet? Was it the weird bug type that was hidden? Was it the mouse? Or was it the rock type? Or was it Farigiraf? Just which one of these are you excited to see? What are you most excited about? And that's going to be it for this video. Again, this will be my last video for a while. I will be out of town, family business, you know how it is. I won't be able to do much uploads, so if anything crazy happens, you'll have to follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Campton064 because I will not be on YouTube, unfortunately. I really wish that I could bring my laptop with me, but packing is limited, car small, and it is a long ride. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will miss you, but I will be back on Monday with a new upload, or maybe Tuesday because I'll be kind of lagged out. But thank you guys so much. My name is Cam Tindo, and I will see you guys when I see you. Bye.